Hi guys, welcome to Manhood Explained. My name is Kamil. Today is 9th of July 2020. Welcome to video number 195. Today I had a great conversation with one of my friends, and she told me one sentence that basically, when I heard it, I immediately I knew that I'm going to be talking about that. She said, because she had to kind of coach someone regarding some or marriage issues, she said that interestingly enough, women think that you're supposed to think like them, that you're supposed to act like them, that you're supposed to feel like them and express those feelings like them. And she said that even though, or if even worse, when they get it, they don't like it. But even though, they still try to get it. And I just thought about it, that I never looked at it this way. Even though you hear over and over again that there's so many times you hear that women say that, when are we going to get together? I'm going to change him. He's going to be a completely different person. And I heard that many times, but I never kind of connected that to women wanting to force you or kind of push you towards seeing the world as they do. And there are two things. One, we never will, because we don't feel like them, we don't see the world like them. We have completely different wiring in our heads. But second, maybe that's why so many of you are afraid of getting into a relationship. Because you know that, as long as you are kind of separate, because you are together, but there's nothing really happened that you are kind of connected, because marriage, the ring, the paper stuff, the wedding, all of that puts so much more pressure at you from a at least social standpoint. And then when this whole game starts, that she tries to change you, then so many of you will say, I don't want that. And that's subject of its own, because there's so much more to that. But I start to think about it, that it's fascinating, because thinking that you have to change someone, it's kind of fail on of its own. Because let's say it straight, if you look at this situation from a common sense perspective, what does it really say? What does the situation looks like, and why she wants to change you? And just to be clear, it works both ways. We kind of put different vibe on it, and we don't really push them consciously. We kind of change them by being with them, and kind of imposing our viewpoint by being. But if I'm wrong, and if there's some of you that really think that you're going to change your girl, I want you to think that it works both ways. But the question still remains, why she would think that she has to change you? Because if you look close enough, the problem is, or the whole thing is not about changing, and it shouldn't be supposed to be about changing you. Because there are so many things, like we hear that all the time, that you're not, you're a bad listener, that you're thick-skinned, that that you're, I don't know, that you're too aggressive or something like this. But what does it really say? Why does she want to change your behavior so you'd become exactly like her? And the answer to all of this is very simple, because there are needs that she has, and when you flip this situation 180 degrees, the needs that you have as well, that you want to have met, that you want to be fulfilled in the things that's really important to you. And that's why you think that the best way to get it is to change someone. But the question is it? Look how much pressure it puts on each side when we get together and you think, I'll have to change that person that I'm with just because I need my needs to be met. I want to be fulfilled. But if you understand that you don't need it really, then the whole situation changes. Because look, if she says that, let's say that you're a bad listener, she needs to change you so you would be more open. Like, but what does she really need? Does she really needs you being open? Or that she needs to have her need to talk to you and to have this like deep relationship, much deeper than just casual conversations? Because if you look close enough, many of the girls will tell you even more, and they say it exactly by saying that it's about listening, not talking. Many of them will tell you if they want to talk to you, they don't want your advice. They don't want you to listen what you have to say. Because if you look close enough how women think, then you get to conclusion that many of them, and that's many situations that you see a girl in, when they talk, they can go to things that they need to go through, the emotions they have to go through. That's exactly what they do when they meet as girls. That's why you see them, on their phone for 3 hours or 4 hours a day. Because by talking about it or writing about it, they go through that and they're able to kind of digest what happened or digest the thing that they're struggling with. So that's why, if you look at this example, she doesn't need you to change. She needs you to love her enough to be able to go this extra mile and sit down with her and just listen. Maybe ask a question or two to help her go even deeper in the things that she's going through. But that's it. It doesn't require from you to be talkative, to be open, to be vulnerable, to cry when you talk with her. It's not about that. So that's why I want you to kind of see that it's not about you. It's maybe the other way around. You don't need to change at all. But what you need to be able to do is to fulfill her need. To go this extra mile, to give her what she needs to feel satisfied, to feel that you care, and all of these elements that are making the relationship make sense whatsoever. So that's why this is what I want you to look at. Whatever happens in your relationship, whatever she tries to tell you that you're doing wrong, whatever is the thing that you hear that you're bad at it, that you need to change, or something, try to ask yourself and ask her a question. What is the need she feels that she's not having fulfilled, and she needs you to step up and do something about it that she's talking about? Because then you'll see that so many things become so easy. Let's say trash can. You always forget to throw out the trash, and she's getting anxious and angry. But when you ask yourself, why would she have this against me? I don't care about the trash, but she does. Maybe she's taking care of the whole apartment, or at least kitchen is her place. She wants this place to be clear, and you agreed that you're going to take the trash. You kind of make this whole picture that she painted herself, like clean up all the sink and all of this stuff, and there's this one thing that doesn't fit: trash. So by throwing out the trash, you kind of fulfill her need to see that the kitchen is clean. It has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you needing to be changed, to be more detailed, to see this. No. It's just about helping her to fulfill her need. So this is what I want you to take from this video. So many of you are afraid to go into long-lasting relationship or marriage because you're afraid of the grind and this changing game that's going to be played on you. But that's why I want you to understand that it's not about the change, it's not about you, it's about her. It's about you being able to help her be fulfilled in the things that she needs to feel fulfilled in. So that's why don't change yourself. Change how you act so you'll be able to make that happen. And just to say it straight, when you start doing this and you start to see how happy she is, how much she starts to smile when you give her this 1 hour, every now and then, so she could talk, so she could just go through all of the stuff that she's struggling with. You start to see that you won't start loving talking with her. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. But what you'll be completely obsessed about is to see that smile on her face. The way that she gives you a kiss after all of this. So that's why don't try to change. Just be able to see what she needs and just make her feel fulfilled in that area. That's it. So think about it and do something about it. Because making your relationship really satisfied is not about your change. It's about changing how she feels. So just do it. If you like this video, like, share, comment. If you didn't, then Tell me as well what you think, what is your experience about this subject. And if there's anything you want me to talk about, give me a shout, I'll be glad to do it for you. That being said, see you tomorrow.